Alright guys, today we're going to be doing something a bit different. I've got a lot of projects here in my project folder, and so I was thinking of just going through some of them and then like rating them, you know, and it's going to be quite boring, so I'd prefer to not be alone doing it, and you guys get a chance to hear. I don't even know what we're going to hear, but it's yeah, it's going to be crazy, and it's probably going to take a long time. As you can see, this is sort of my main folder. I just like save shit to, and a lot of things are called like da 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 da, and etc. And this isn't even like, this isn't everything. Even this is like just the things like past. I think it's really whenever projects in this folder get too big, I move them. So this is like all the stuff that just didn't get the chance to get moved yet. So yeah, that's pretty much the introduction. I'm going to be going through some of these. I might add a comment here or there sometimes, and yeah, we'll see if we find anything that's good, and I'll move them into a folder. I'll rate them like 1 to 10, and you know, that way perhaps if I see anyone that if I see any tracks that are like a 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, that way I can easily sort of get to them. So yeah, that's pretty much the premise of this stream. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so right off the bat, this is like a 2, I'd say. Also, I should mention that if any of the projects like try to, if they attempt to open like a bunch of audio files that I don't have anymore, I'll just skip opening them because it's going to take too long. But yeah, first project we open, this is an obvious 2 out of 10. So let's open up something else, and then in the meantime I'll move it. What should we even open? That is a good question. I don't even know. Some of these names, man. Some of these names are quite stupid. I don't even know. How about this? Sinclair. Sounds good. Alright, that's pretty groovy, but I'd say it's not that good. So probably like a 4 out of 10 in that case. think I actually recognize this one. I think I might have uploaded it to the channel at some point as a demo. So in that case, it's probably not that bad. Can't really remember how it went. I think it was like kind of repetitive, honestly. Okay, honestly, that one's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So that's like probably would I say 9? Yeah, I think I'd say 9. That's like almost worth doing something with kind of track, I'd say. Yeah, so this one is obviously a remake of Focusrite mix of Scars. So I don't know where to place that. I mean, it's a remake. Not gonna do anything with it. Maybe finish it at some point one day. Someone in the chat says show the Alma project file. I can do that actually. Um, I have it on hand. I wonder if it might want to try and open some sounds that I don't have anymore, which is insane. But I can do that. As for this, I'd probably put it like I don't know because it's the remake, like maybe 7, I suppose. Yeah, seven's good. Let me just open up something else so that I can move project folder of our FL Studio hanging itself. Any day now. I think I'm just gonna have to restart. Alright, there we go. Janky ass setup, but alright, what was that? That was Scars. So I'll put that one in 7. It was called Scars Kinda. By the way, I haven't mic on stream for like a long time now, so some of the settings might be a bit off. Just let me know if like my voice is getting drowned out by the music or whatever. Okay, Alma project. Should be right here. Question is which one of these it is. I do actually still like that song. I think, I mean, the production is a bit, but I think like in terms of melody or whatever, it's probably the best. Definitely like one of the best melodies I ever made. I'd say. And it just came together on stream as well, actually, I think, which is crazy. I don't know if it's radio edit. Is it radio edit? I honestly can't remember. Because later on I did a version with vocals. We'll try radio edit. But like I said, I'm not sure if it might try and open some Nexus presets. I don't have any like that. Yeah, 2 layers in the drop. Okay, it's already looking for samples. I'm wondering why they're not there actually. Looking for S2. I think that's the one I used to spam on. The best thing to do in this case is literally just to kill FL. I actually have a button here. People ask me, well, why do you have so many FL Studio icons? I'll tell you, I'll settle it once and for all, right? This one's right here. This is FL10, okay? Self-explanatory. This is FL11. This is FL25. And then this one over here is not actually FL. It just kills FL. I press it, it just dies, right? I don't need to wait for it to close. It just fucks off. Which is a cool idea that I had a long time ago. And I kept doing. Okay, so I put the loop in the rest of the thing. I think it is. Yeah, anyway, that's the loop. So I think, like I said, it might be this one. Hopefully not. Also, I don't know if I've ever done like an actual walkthrough of this project. It's not really the purpose of it, but I'll do a quick look through, provided that it opens in the first place. Like I said, this is a song from like 5 years ago now. We'll see. Okay, so it can't find any waves. So right off the bat, it's going to be severely handicapped in the audio department. Let me just see if I used waves anywhere. What did I even use it for? All right, ACG. Hang on, that opened though. All right. So maybe it will open fine. Because the thing is, it won't. It's CLA based. Yeah. God. Because yeah, the thing is, I did it in FL10, and this is absolutely not FL10. maybe what I could do is, usually what I would do, I don't think I'm gonna bother this time. There seems to be one thing, but usually what I do, if you've ever had this problem, if it looks for a specific version of Wave Shell, I'll usually just take the version I have, copy it, and rename it as this, and then it'll open usually that way. Okay, yeah, let's give it a listen. I just want to see real quick if any of the Nexus things complain. Oh yeah, that's right. Because yeah, another thing with opening projects made in FL10, the pattern window and the window for automation and audio just gets mashed together, so it just becomes like this incoherent mess. I've been meaning to make a short on this actually, but an easy solution is basically just to select all the patterns like this, and then you click select in playlist, wherever that is. There it is. Arrow keys if you just want to be sure you're not moving anything about. Shift and arrow down separates it. Yeah, I need to do a bit more. A lot of patterns in this. 106 patterns. Yeah, so that means it's there we go. Now everything's not on top of each other. Just good. Okay, yeah, let's take a listen. Actually, first, let's see if any of the chords are messed up, or if like they don't play or something. Alright, this is silent. That'll be fine. That's fine. Everything seems to be fine, actually, dare I say it. I do think I'm actually selling this project file on Gumroad. So if you're actually really that interested, buy it. I don't know how much it's priced at. 25? Can't remember. Alright, yeah, let's take a listen. I don't think I ever did end up using the intro or whatever, but yeah. By the way, I just need to say, this effect right here, I don't know how many times I've used that, but I've used this in like at least 6 songs. Actually, I'm using it in the very end of my newest track, Fading Away, just before the strings come in. So yeah, I just need to say, this effect is like just fucking one of the signature Ben effects, I'd have to say. Yeah, if you're asking about the song, you probably already heard the song, so it might just be more helpful just to listen to all the layers isolated. We can do that. See, now this is what I suspected might not play. This doesn't play for some reason. Actually, no, it does. But for some reason... Oh, what the fuck? Nah, never mind. Okay, so now we've looked through that. So you're welcome, whoever asked. Now let's get back to looking at projects, and I think we will choose a super lead. See how that pans out. Will it be a masterpiece? Only time will tell. That's from March of this year, apparently. 30 minutes spent on it. I just checked. Yeah, I mean, not bad, not good, just somewhere in the middle. So, super lead, I'd probably say is like a 6 out of 10. Like, it's not unique at all. So that's I think 6 probably decent. I'm just now. It's just dawning on me now how long this is gonna take. Honestly, if I'm to go for all of these. I'm not. I just it was possible. For some reason, I had it in my mind that I'd be able to just bang it out and get it done on stream, you know. But yeah, maybe not. So all right. Here's a bunch of stream tracks. So how about stream 21st of April, 2023? Apparently, all right. That's a long time ago. Yeah, like that's not even good enough to listen to the end. That's like a 4, honestly. Stream 21st of April. That is a 4. We're gonna need to be a bit cutthroat if we're gonna sort them. I don't know how many I've sorted so far. I think maybe like 5, if even that. So yeah, it's gonna take a long time. Right, this is a strange pluck. Let's see if it was strange. If it is strange. Yeah, I have to say that was a bit strange actually. um, just dawning on me now as well, like how all my melodies are like always. I don't know. You can almost just tell. Just looking at the MIDI, you know. Uh, I mean, it's I don't know. Maybe a 5 is like so basic that it's like not even um not even worth really. Oh yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna do stream. Let's look at this. Yeah, that was strange pluck. And I'd say that's like a 5, 10, maybe. So in other words, I'll probably never ever do it. Let's see if FL will want to open it, or if I'll have to like just do it again. I have too many VSTs. That's the problem. I don't know how many I have. I've like 4,000. All right, yeah. Hit it with the reset. I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to stop probably. Okay, yeah, we were on. So what I think I'll do actually, just in case that happens again, is I'll navigate to like ish where I was, right? Navigated there now. Open a new project. Close it. That means now when I open up FL Studio, it should be there too. Yeah, well, kind of. I was gonna open August. Let me hear that. Also 2020. Rohit asks if I finished Forever Years 2016 version. No, I didn't, but I can go into the project and show you guys. Let's listen to this, see if it's any good. This is like from an 80s movie when the two characters finally go to bed with one another, and there's like a wide shot of the bedroom and then a close-up of the bed sheets. That's this kind of song. That's what would be playing in the background of that. This is I don't know, this is like a passing the time like kind of beat. I don't know, like it's not bad. It's cool. I like the bass. Maybe 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 sounds good. Yeah, let's see if I have that Forever Yours thing. I just kind of gave up on it. Here it is. In the meantime, as long as I thought it doesn't crash. I think it's because I'm doing all this shit. Fiddling about with like moving project folders in the meantime while it's trying to open stuff. I think that's what's it off. Yeah. That was kind of mid. Yeah, like a 4 out of 10. And this project is having trouble locating a file, so I will try and 6. I didn't even get a chance to type in. Yeah, I don't know how accurate this remake is. I haven't checked it, so might be bad. I remember it being okay, but I think my thing is I can like get away with using some of the wrong layers sometimes, like because later on what always happens is people find out, like the community finds out presets and so on. I think I'm just really good at sort of I'm good at let me just say this. I was gonna say I'm good at making like the wrong what do you call it? I cannot multitask. Been awake for too long. Lower piano notes. Yeah, I'm good at making like the wrong preset sounds good, you know? So, like you don't even notice that it's not correct. Okay. So it wanted me to reload. Why did I say yes to that? I have no idea. No need to wait even longer. And I swear, for some reason, something's telling me, yep, it's gonna try and find the shit again. It would be hilarious. I hate when FL does that. If there's one thing I really hate with FL, it's that if it doesn't have a sample, it will just keep trying to find it. And the bigger your library is, the more it has to look through. Like sometimes I just know I don't have that. So you press escape, right, just to get it to skip. But the problem is if you press it too many times, sometimes it doesn't even matter how many times you press it. It just like fucking doesn't bother. But sometimes if you press it too much, it just cancels the entire thing. So you have to start again. So yeah. Okay, so this was my work in progress remake of Forever Yours. 2 hours, 15 minutes spent. So yeah, let's take a listen. Yeah, I mean it's not good. I mean it's not terrible. It's kind of I could probably like use this as a basis to like just do the whole thing if I could be bothered, which I can't. So like maybe someday, you know, there's just so many things to do. It's like not priority number one, unfortunately. I think I could do a good job, you know, probably the best job, maybe, but just like yeah, I think with these kind of things, there just comes a time where you just kind of think I have literally nothing better to do. That's like how it's been whenever I've done any remakes. Really, like okay, I've got absolutely nothing to do. Let's just do this, and then it takes up like a week or two, sometimes longer. Okay, let's continue with rating. It's the streamchords.fop. Very inspiring name indeed. I mean, it's all right. It like 5 out of 10 maybe, if even that really. Stream chords 5 out of 10 officially. Boom, roasted. Here it is. 5 out of 10. I think I'm gonna take a little break, just get some water, because I do be having a dry throat. So let's take 5, and hopefully I'll come back refreshed, reinvigorated, and we will take a look at this next project titled Stream Demo I don't know _2, which is bound to be an absolute masterpiece, as you can see. All right, 5-minute break. Okay, we are back, and thank you to someone who pointed out that the audio was a bit choppy. Hopefully it's better now. I had a gate on, FabFilter Pro G. So yeah, if you're just now joining us, I'm going through a bunch of projects and I'm rating them from 1 to 10. The idea being that eventually I'll have a folder, you know, going 1 to 10, and I'll be able to base my next track off of something from like 10 or 9. So that's the idea. I also realized that I've got way too many projects that would ever become a reality, because this is just like scratching the surface what I've got here. So yeah, where were we? We were at stream demo I don't know _2. Inspiring title indeed. And like I said before, if there's any more issues with the audio, just let me know. Thanks. I recognize this one, but only because I did it like the other day. I think like 2 or 3 days ago. So this is actually good. It might be recency biased, but I'm pretty sure I might want to do something with that at some point. So let's put it in, I don't know, 8, 9? Let's put it in 8. And we'll continue the trend of opening stream projects and open Streamhouse track 9th Jan 10. You'll have to forgive the working titles for some of these. I did actually have an idea at some point that I mentioned in my Discord a long time ago. You can join if you haven't already, if you want. I'll put a link in the description once the video's uploaded. But the idea was to basically take all of the projects I have with like weird, funky names and just release like an album on Spotify. How would I listen to remember where I put it? It's like, yeah. Just release an album on Spotify with just the raw names and like half-finished tracks just because. But then I just started to think about it and I was like, well, that would kind of fuck it up if I ever wanted to, you know, if I ever wanted to kind of release any of those tracks. I think I might get into copyright trouble with myself, which I don't really know how that works. Like if I get a letter in the mail from me and then I send one back, that also goes to me. So yeah, maybe that isn't the best idea. And also I do kind of want to present my work in like the best light possible too. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do that with like things that I'm sure I'll never want to finish, but you can never know really. Anyway, I recognize this project. I think someone actually, I uploaded this as like a snippet to my Instagram story. And I think someone recorded that and saved it or whatever. So it must have been decent. I don't think it was, but let's listen. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, yeah, that was actually decent, I'd say. It could be good if I finished it. So I'd say that's like maybe a 9. Like not in total, but like out of the tracks we've seen so far, this is like a 9. I mean, it makes sense, kind of. Some interesting chords going on here. I'm just going to listen to. The ARP says boot out, which means like replace it immediately. But yeah, this is good. I'd say like a 9 probably. Rohan asks, he said, what are your go-to plugins when you start any project? That is an excellent question. I don't know, really. A Sylenth, because I just sometimes, not sometimes, but most of the time, I just want to start things with a saw, right? I used to do it with a piano, but I kind of got bored of that. So I just have this one preset in Sylenth, and it's like I use it so much, it always appears in all the shit I've done like recently. I swear it's in this project somewhere, probably. It's called Pad 19. It's like from a really old. Okay, this is like one of the only projects where it's not in, but yeah, it's called Pad 19. I just tweaked it, so it's just basically a saw wave, and that's how I start all the projects. So I guess Sylenth would be my go-to plugin. Anyway, this I'd say is 9th. I don't know if we should like switch it up and like maybe just go for some of the more interesting sounding ones. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see, stutter guitar. I'm kind of hesitant to open any of the things called guitar because I play guitar too, and usually what happens is like it can't locate the files or something. But actually, this seems to have this actually seems to have all the files. So let's take a chance and open this. By the way, let me know if there's any more problems with the audio, or if it's good now, if it's too loud or whatever. But yeah, Streamhouse track 9th Jan. This is like, yeah, I'll put it in the 9 out of 10 folder actually. I might want to finish that someday. Alright, so this brings us to the next project, which is Stutter Guitar. I really recognize that melody. I feel like I've done that on stream or something. But yeah, I actually really like that, if I could just remember the context. Yeah, that's not bad. There's one here called Stutter Stream, so I wonder if that... Maybe I recorded this in like preparation or something. I can't remember. Yeah, let's actually check out Stutter Stream, because I think that's probably what I'm thinking of. That presents another dilemma too, because if I have like multiple projects, but like one of them is just preparation work for the other one, then do I rate them independently, or like, oh shit, it's looking for stuff again? I don't know if I have that. Yeah, I remember this. I was trying to do it in the style of that guy called Vincent or whatever. He had done a remix of Stereo Love that I liked, but I can't really do his sound because I'm not that good at doing like saw stacks, apparently. So it just kind of became something a bit different. But yeah, let's take a listen to that and we'll rate that. And I guess I'll just move both the folders and put them in the same. Okay, it's looking for that file. and I probably have it somewhere. There we go. Okay, but don't reload the project. Yeah, see, it's just gonna keep on looking. Yeah, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way, which is to copy the name, go into everything, double-click the thing, drag it in. Same thing here, I guess. And drums part 1. There we go. Alright, let's take a listen to this then. I just want to say much time. 3 hours, 36 minutes, it says. Yeah, I mean, the idea is really cool. The sounds all kind of suck, but yeah, that's a decent idea. I'd probably put that in 9 as well, just because it's like, yeah, it's a nice idea. Reminds me of another idea I had one time called like Stardust or something like that. Let's see if I can find that. Or Starbound, something to that effect. But I probably moved it to somewhere else. Spooky Pluck. Let's listen to that in the meantime. Just all over the place, really. There's no rhyme or reason to which projects I'm picking. It just kind of whatever sticks out. Right, let's see if this is a Spooky Pluck. Yeah, I mean, not much to say there, just interesting. There's something else in this folder called Walking, so I just want to see what that is. But yeah, that would probably go in like 3 maybe. It's just not that good. Like, it's not enough of a song for me to ever want to. Because that's the thing too, if it's just like a really small idea, then there's nothing spectacular, I can just do that at any time. So I only really want to prioritize things that like have a bit of the legwork done, you know? Yeah, same thing there, really nothing spectacular. So I think the entire Spooky Pluck folder can probably just end up in, what are we saying, like 3? Yeah, 3 sounds fair. Alright, on to the next thing. Whatever that may be. Let's just check, see if anyone else has requested anything. Let's see. What processor do you have? And have you ever had a problem with plugins overload? That's kind of more of a logic thing, you know, where it just abruptly stops the audio no matter what. I have like a pretty old at this point i7, and it's in need of an update. Because sometimes if I have too many like instances of Serum, especially like Serum 2, like kills my CPU, it kind of gets a bit annoying. So yeah, i7 I guess is the answer to your question. All right, let's see what else we have here. Mouse wannabe. Sounds interesting. Let's do that. I actually kind of like that. It's obviously very inspired by, I think the song's called Fourware. But yeah, that's not bad actually. I'd say that's like a 7 out of 10. Let me just find it. Mars wannabe. Come on, Mars. Yeah, 7 out of 10 definitely. That is not bad at all. One thing caught my eye. Man går ju typ där och själv och strugglar type beat. I need to listen to this. It's not going to be anything serious probably, but it's it translates to going somewhere on your own and struggling type beat. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. But probably not top. It's probably not going to be like 9 out of 10 or something. I can probably surmise that much. All right, let's see what this masterpiece holds for us. Yeah, that's interesting. That's not bad actually. It kind of reminds me of like Eminem, sort of lose yourself kind of stuff. I'd say that is a 4 out of 10 maybe. Yeah, that seems fair. Okay, and I saw something called masterpiece, which means it's definitely not going to be a masterpiece. So I'm really interested in seeing what that is. This I need to make sure that this doesn't just go to like all of the joke songs. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of the time I spend in FL Studio is just making shit, honestly. This is going to be shit. I can tell you that. Like, it's going to be fucking terrible. Yeah, see? Told you. Okay, yeah, that was amazing, honestly. This is going to be my next release. Spinning Records have already agreed to sign it, so yeah, this is, I'm going to have to put that in 1, actually, unfortunately. I know, absolute fucking shocker, isn't it? But this is the first project we have in 1 now. I don't even know what melody that is. It's what, Deck the Halls with whatever. Yeah. All right. What I should do actually is I should sort things a bit by date. Also, I need to take into account all these things that don't even have their own project folder, because project folders didn't become a thing until like recently, it feels like. So let's look at some of the more recent folders. Um, let me see. So, Sawi lead is something that was kind of recent. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, so I'd actually say this is a 9, and not because it's like done or anything. Like all the sounds are awful, but I can like actually imagine this being, if it's like done properly, really good. I like the ending of the melody especially. So yeah, let's put that in 9 actually, because that was not bad. I like that. That was like cozy, you know. Or maybe like maybe I have no idea like what's good and what's not, but I don't know. I kind of like that. All right, let's listen to Same. Feels like we're kind of getting through them at a bit better pace now. I was thinking of just doing the folders first, and I'm just gonna check while FL struggles to grasp with reality. How many folders? Oh my god! All right, there's 951 folders that I need to get through, and that's even before doing the. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was thinking like, yeah, I'll do the folders. It'll be good. It'll be really fast, and before I know it, I'll have everything sorted into like 1 to 10, and then when I'm done with that, I can go into my folder for unfinished tracks or like old projects. I think I'm gonna have to like just kill FL again, because I think it's just because I'm streaming at the same time. It just really doesn't like that. Oh yeah, this was the folder. Actually, I think maybe it's to do with going from one project to another one. It needs to unload some effects, and then it needs to load them again. Anyway, it opened fine this time. Yeah, I seem to remember this. I have like had that melody going through my brain for a while actually. That's what I started out with. I'm just gonna see if there's like a version of it where it's all like in one pattern. Because this is an insane melody, honestly, like in my opinion. Yeah, sorry, I just realized that I was playing through the mic as well. But yeah, that's an incredible melody. I'm just gonna see, like I said, if there's like a sweet point. I didn't really like how it sounded at the end. I think there was a point where it was like in better shape before. You know what? This might be controversial, but I'm putting that in 9 as well, because that, I don't know, I really like that. It feels like it could be like big if it was done well. So putting that in 9. I think a few of these numbers are underrepresented. Let's do a tally so far. So I've got one thing in 1, which is that Masterpiece song from before. Definitely was a masterpiece. Then I have one thing in 2, 1 in 3, 4 in 4, 2 in 5, 1 in 6, 2 in 7, 1 in 8, a whopping 7 in 9, nothing in 10 so far. Even I cannot be that pretentious. Okay, let's see what else. Let me see, Vibey ARP. Let's do that. Yeah, that's just like I said before, sort of just an almost like nothing idea. I'd put it like in 2. Let's listen to Vibey Chords Space. Yeah, I like that. That was pretty interesting. If you added drums to it, it could be pretty good. So I'm gonna put that at number 8, maybe. Not bad. I want to see if like there's anything that that I've spent like a lot of time on. I know there's a tool actually that can tell you how much time you spent in total, but I don't know if it can tell you like by project, because that would be pretty cool. I should check that at some point. What is this going to be? Is this just going to be a remake of the Tobu song? It probably is. Actually, no, that's Running Away, so maybe this is something different. Yeah, that's just a remake of another song. So now I'm interested in seeing if Running Away is also a remake or if it's something original. I often dream of Yeah, that was okay, I guess. I'm not gonna play like old recorded vocals because it just I cringe too much. I cannot take it. So unfortunately, I think I remember what it was ish about. Just about running away, I guess. Which is fair dues. I'd put it in probably like 2, maybe. It wasn't very good, which is why I didn't finish it. River does not flow in you. This is not going to be something serious probably, but it might be funny. So let's check it out. Very nice. It's a remake, so I don't know where to put it, but I don't know. Very nice though. Really beautiful. Let's see. That was nice. I don't know when I ever could use that, but maybe I could use it for an outro or something at some point. So I will put that in. Where will I put that? I'd say like maybe a 7. It's between 6 and 7. Because that was nice. I don't know like what to open. Like a lot of these projects, like I said, are sort of like I don't know, just small ideas. Sometimes I just open up FL, like especially like the last few years. I'll just open up FL, do something small, and then get on with my day. It's like more that kind of thing instead of like sweating in front of the keyboard, which is bad. I should really be sweating more. I'm just not. Yeah, this one is actually sick. This is I don't know what kind of generational flow state I was in when I did this melody, but this is like one of the sickest melodies I've ever made. I don't even know like fucking how I did it. It was like insane. Never again to be replicated, honestly. This is a 10. This is like S tier, honestly. Let me just listen to that melody again. And like the drums I did were like insane too. Like not to glaze myself too much, but like fuck me, man. This is sick. I don't know why I didn't do anything else with this. Yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. No question about it. So now we have the first one in the 10 out of 10 folder. Absolutely amazing. I did have my friend record a few verses on it, if you guys want to listen to that. It's in Swedish though, so if you don't speak Swedish, it'll just not sound good probably, but I'll play a bit of it.
Den är för och du sitter puffar på en krök. Vänta in i ditt år, men idag du står iväg. Jag får mer röv än en motherfucking stol. Får mig skalle än en kille, fuck vad du tror. Investera inom kassabussen, jag och min bror. Sen står jag och parkerar för att as you are the board. Jag behöver ingen med mig. Det är fucked up, jag vill inte ska se mig. Försöker göra det för mig, men jag valde fel grej. Man har varit nöjd, men jag har aldrig varit feg, nej. Jag känner inte svart att de är rädd. Liksom på en tisdag, jag känner som en lördag. Inga nya friends, tränar lira ens. När du whippar på en bench. Pengarna är inte svarta, de är röda som mens. Vi sitter på för pressure och jag gillar hur det känns. Bitch, värre en bitch, och jag rensar med rondell. Jag har vunnit många gånger, men så tagit många el. Min brolly tog en talle och han tappade sin spänn. Jag vill upp i himlen, bitch, jag vill inte till hell.
Yeah, that was a fucking banger if you understood it. If you didn't, then yeah, it probably sucked ass. Alright, next one. Mars in the House. Pretty self-explanatory. The Mars is in the house, and it's trying to get up your mum's bars. I'd say this is a 6 out of 6 out of 10. Let's put it in 6 out of 10. Mars in the house. Now Mars is in the 6 out of 10 folder. How does that feel? Right. Let's see what else. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this for, honestly. I thought we were gonna like go through and find like fucking bangers, like hidden gems. We found a few, but a lot of it just been really terrible. So I should do better trying to like read the names. But deciphering this is kind of like trying to, I don't know, understand hieroglyphics or something. Just ban things. That's just beckoning out to me. Might be good. Actually, I can see the chat. I can't be bothered to post it in Discord, but you can post it in Discord if you want the link to this, you know. Alright, let's listen to Just Ban Things. Yeah, I like that. It's that is like a 9 out of 10, honestly. I could definitely do something with that. Not bad at all. It seems like I'm always using like I said, pad 19, like just the GOAT of all sounds. For some reason, I'm using this. If you guys want to know like what my go-to things in, because I also heard this is a dance sequence, I can show you guys real quick just like what my go-to sounds are in Nexus. Just like in general. So let's open up Nexus here, and I'll actually use headphones for this bit so it's not feedback. I hate using headphones actually because it messes up your hair, you know. So that's a pain. Alright, so this is my favorite folder, but I don't always use everything. So like, yeah, chug the bass, great for like when you want to chug the bass, you know, when a bass needs to be chugged. That's when you use this. This is just a good all-around sort of acoustic bass thing. This is nice because it has like this bit crusher thing on it already. This is just cool, like a respacer. I overuse this all the time. Just turn off the reverb, and the delay is a great sub, actually. Nexus has always been good with subs. I guess it's because we have a few more harmonics here. I don't know if this preset actually is... Yeah, so it's done with like with audio. It's not even synthesized in Nexus, so... Yeah, pretty cool. I used to use that one a lot. I used to use that one all the time. I use that one pretty frequently. Not anymore though, but like... You know, I don't find myself using Nexus at all anymore, by the way. Which is weird, because I used to love using Nexus, but it's just kind of like, ugh, you know. There's so many sounds, to be fair, but a lot of them sound the same, so... I used to use that one sometimes. I used to use that one just like for the transients of some like lead stacks. This is the GOAT. Been using this since like, I don't even know. I think I've unironically been using this longer than Avicii has. Because, actually no, never mind, because it's in levels. But I've been using this. This is like the first preset I ever sort of learned to, like the first Nexus preset I ever gravitated towards. That and this. These two. So yeah, these are just my favorite presets. It's not all of them, but if you want a screenshot, go ahead. Right, let's see what else there is. Let's see if I can go back and sort things by date again. So maybe I'll get something that is sort of, I don't know. Actually, maybe I should do a search and I'll try and look for projects that have like at least 7 revisions. You know what I mean? Like I always press this save as new version button. So that tells me that it was good enough to keep going on. That sounds like a pretty good idea, actually. So let's find the last time I bothered to say something 7 times. Just that Windows search. Oh, I got $1 donation. Thank you so much, my Australian friend. Yeah, I think there's actually a better way of doing this. You can just underscore it and let's say like the thing with the last thing with 9 revisions. That wasn't a commission job for someone, and that also wasn't something that I'm done with. And that wasn't a remake. That narrows it down a lot. Let's see. It's actually really difficult. I'm scrolling down a lot and just see like, oh, that's a remake. That was a commission thing. That was like something I released, so on and so forth. Vanishing in the Stars has 90 something, but that's like something I actively want to finish. And I think that will literally only open properly in FL10. So we can take a look at that, but that's already in the... Actually, no, it's not. I thought it was already in my... I have a folder called Active for sort of the projects that I'm working on, or at least I actively tell myself I'm working on. I thought it was in there, but it wasn't actually. But if we move over to FL10, if it will let me... as you can see, it's having a bit of difficulty opening at all. While it opens, I'll take a quick break again. Yeah, it seems to be opening fine. But yeah, there it is. I think I'm going to take a break anyway. But yeah, I definitely do want to finish this. I teased it on my YouTube ages ago. But it's like so... I don't know how much time did I even spend on it. I spent... Nope, let me see. Nope, never mind. All right, 8 hours. So that's quite a lot, you know, being me. So, yeah, we'll listen for this. I'd actually want to work on that one soon. I actually really do like this. It's super like 2012, 13 type house. But anyway, all that and more after the break. And these messages from our sponsor. No, just kidding. No one wants to sponsor this. All right, guys, we are back, and I was contemplating, yeah, I should add some hold music so that it's not so jarring, just goes quiet whenever I need to take a piss or whatever. So I was actually thinking, I have a tune in mind that I listen to from time to time, and at first I was like, oh, it's gonna get copyright striked, but I'm pretty sure this stream is already copyright strike to hell anyway. So there's a song called "I'll Remember April" by Chet Baker, and I'll play a bit of it because I think this should be my new hold, like Ben is busy, whatever, break music. So yeah, I should look up if that tune is in the public domain or not. And actually, if we've already cursed this stream with copyright issues, we might as well just enable this Krella acapella. Yeah, anyway, so this is another song that I really do need to finish at some point.
Let's make this fleeting moment last forever. So tell me what you're waiting for. I'm gonna keep it frozen here forever. There's no regretting anymore. It's worth the wait, even so far away. I'm making the night mine until the day I die. No light to break when you're hanging by faith. I know what it feels like. Come on, make me feel alive. I know what it feels like. Come on, make me feel alive. All alone.
Yes. So that's definitely a tune I need to finish at some point. I can go through a few of the sounds if you like. There's an unusual amount of stuff happening here actually. A lot of it is ambience, but a lot of it is like stuff I made for the Magnetic remake that I never finished, and then I lifted it and put it in here. Like the wow effect that I like. Also, I did some weird thing with like the cymbals, and then I like that as well so much that I decided to render that into its own thing as well. Also, this is a cool sound. Yeah, cool story about that actually. I was doing my remake for Magnetic, because you see I got all of the samples I call like Magnetic, and the Jacob Blytone remix, and the thing is I needed the stems because he used a lot of the stems in that thing, and I just really didn't know how to get a hold of the stems because they're not publicly available. So luckily, I just messaged everyone I could find that ever did a remix, an official remix of Magnetic, and luckily one guy, I can't remember his name, but one legend actually, after, because it was like 2013, so like after 13 years, after 12 years, some legend actually still had the stems. That's how I was able to get that and some of the other things, which is just like fantastic. It actually made it so that the remake was possible because I wouldn't be able to do it otherwise. So that's just a bit of a fun trivia for you. I was really lucky in that case. Also, a weird thing with this track is that I used Harmer for the main lead. Then I realized that it was missing just the very highest parts of the frequency response. For some reason, like everything above 17K was missing, and you might not think that matters, but it mattered enough that I actually made a second patch and had that only play this much, which is really stupid, honestly. But together, they actually do fill out the frequency response, which is good because you don't tend to really notice those frequencies until they're gone, and you don't want the main lead sounding like it's been ripped from like a MP3 site or something, if you can help it. So we can listen to some of the synths, then I'll move on to like the next thing. Yeah, so anyway, that's a cool track, and I do want to finish it someday. So let's switch back to FL25, if it will let us, and let's try and see if we can find a few more projects. I think that idea I had of only searching for projects that had at least 7 revisions was actually a pretty smart one. Although it does mean that I kind of end up missing some of the things that only have 1 or 2 revisions, of course. I'm trying to see if there's anything here really that's worth sort of let me see. Yeah, okay, there's one here, although it's not in a folder, so we can rate it anyway, I suppose. Yeah, I'd say that's like probably like a 5, you know, it's pretty standard really. So I'll put that in the 5 folder. Let's see what you guys are saying. And let's see if we can find some other projects. Happy go fuck you type beat. I don't think that's going to be serious, honestly. Let's look at some of the gua 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 ones, which happens whenever I spam the keyboard. It's either that or it's dwa dwa dwa. Okay, it had apparently a main lead, but it is lost to time because Omnisphere is shit. So I can't even rate that. So let's just go on to the next one. It sounded kind of mid though, to be honest. You know what? I really like that. That's not even that's not even bad. That's like don't know, guys, what we're calling that. Is that like a don't even know where to put that really. Let me think. Where the fuck is the folder? Okay, I need to close all this shit because it's getting to be too much. But this is yeah, that's the problem with naming things this stupidly. Yeah, I'd put that at like maybe 8, honestly. I might want to actually get to finish that at some point. So it seems like the trend of spam names could be something to pursue for now, because that wasn't bad. Okay, I can just tell this is not going to be good. So maybe the trend was not very good at all, really. Let's see. Okay, actually, I thought it was going to be some kind of meme thing, but I mean, it's like, again, it's like a 2 out of 10 because it's just not developed enough. So let's put that into 2 out of 10, and we'll go on to the next one, which is called something almost identical. You know, I have so many, I name things like, I mash the keyboard when I name things so often that sometimes I can just like name something, a prompt will come up, do you want to name this something? And I'll just mash the keyboard and it'll tell me that that exact combination exists already, which is just really bizarre.
We gonna be buzzing.
Yeah, we're not listening to that. That's heaven vocals, so not really a real project. Yeah, that was not good. Let's put that in 1, honestly. Or let's just like delete it, honestly. Nah, let's put it in 1. Together with Masterpiece. Okay, I need to be careful here because I don't want to skip over something but accidentally. Alright, let's just try this one. This is like really sort of like a Kinder Egg experience. I just don't know exactly what we're going to find. Sometimes it's like good and like, oh shit, fucking hell, that's like not bad. And sometimes just like the worst, most horrendous thing humanity has ever witnessed. I mean, yeah, that's groovy. That's cool. That's like typical of sort of a me project where I'm just doing something to pass the time. So like, let's put that in like 3, honestly. Not terrible. Yeah, those two things could not be any different. But that was a remake of More Than Love by Shapov, so doesn't count. Apart from the second part, I don't know what the fuck that was, but it wasn't good enough to save anyway. Yeah, again, just sort of a nothing kind of thing. Let's put that in 2, because it didn't make my ears bleed at least. Okay, there we go. You're in 2. If it's called bad, I'm not even going to try and look, because it's not going to be good. Guitar trap. Let's see what this is. Okay, so this was made in a time where I was using real guitar. So I can't even tell what the melody is, but it's not going to be very good, I don't think. Actually, you know what, guys? Let's give this an honest, solid chance. Let's open up Nylon Sky from Omnisphere with this melody, just to see if it's any good. Yeah, honestly, it still wasn't even good enough to rate. I couldn't be bothered rating that. After this next one, we're going to scroll up a bit and let's try and find something just completely different. I got a question about Ben Vici, which is an Avicii style track I did. I don't know, but I do remember, around the time when Wrathwave and what was his name, VHKTQ, they did their remakes. I checked the time that they had spent, and I was absolutely just shocked because it was like in the double digits, like 20 hours. Like, oh my god, I put these guys for torture. Meanwhile, I went into the original project again, and I spent like 2 hours on it, which is really just goes to show how much more difficult it is to remake something. Because like when you're just making something, you can just make it up as you go along, right? But when you're trying to remake something, you're trying to figure out like the layers and everything. So it's like much more challenging. It's like fucking a jigsaw puzzle, and that's the same way it's like satisfying, it's cool just seeing the bits get come together. But yeah, how many revisions it went through, I don't know. I think I just did it like in one afternoon because this guy wanted me to do an Avicii style song, so I was like, all right, bet. I don't even know, it was a long time ago, so I wasn't even charging that much. I don't even know how much I got for it, maybe like 200 euros, something like that. So I don't know, something like that. But yeah, don't know how many revisions. I just tend to save as new version, so something could have like only an hour spent on it. It could be up to like number like 12 or something. So I don't know. Let's listen to this. Yeah, I like the idea. It's a riff I've had in my head for a while whenever I do play guitar, but it's this particular rendition of it was not very good, and I don't think I'll ever be revisiting this. So let's see what else there is. Someone said Mode Chill, which rings a bell. I think I have a project called that. Do I? No, I guess not. If you guys see any names of anything that you want me to open, I'll definitely go in and see. Let's listen to December. Actually, this might have been a track I did with Björnivar. I'm not sure. It might be an early version because it just says _2 there. Okay, FL's doing the classic FL thing where it just stops FLing. So I need to open up again. I don't even remember what I was trying to open. So let's just open something different. Frasier theme, let's go. We making it out of Seattle with this one. Good night, Seattle, we love you. And if you get that reference, let's be friends. But yeah, that's just a remake of a TV show, so. Okay, I know this was supposed to be serious, but I would be absolutely remiss not to open up Fart Detective. That just really piqued my interest. Oh my goodness gracious. You know what? The title does not lie. That is indeed a Fart Detective type beat. That's just atrocious. Yeah, that's just fucking ridiculous, honestly. Alright. Let's try and find anything else. I don't know. Drifting away? Okay. Let's drift away. I feel like earlier we were finding like real gems, and now we're just really at the scraping the bottom. But I haven't even gone through like, I don't even know how many I've gone through, but it can't be that many. But yeah, a lot of these are sort of just stupid, honestly. Very nice and progressive. Let's put that in 7 maybe. Drifting away in 7. Alright, let's see. Dreams seems to be a big project, which either means that it's good or that it was sort of a joke thing. I hope it's not another joke thing. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's happening, but it's like my guitar was super out of tune when recording that. So that's probably gonna go in what we're feeling, like maybe 4. I think 4 is quite fair. Oh, I'm trying to find the fucking folder. Alright, let's try and see if we can, just by the name, surmise if something is gonna be worth or not. I think Dead Mars might be something. Unless it's like a remake, of course. Honestly, that's just like the definition of mid, so that's going in 5. Cool chords. Alright, I'll take your word for it. Right, now we're finally getting to something good. Those were cool chords, actually. So I think I might want to eventually do something with that. So let's put that in 8. Cool Sounds Collection. Let's see what that could be. It feels like all the stuff from like 2025 is like the best stuff so far. I guess I was just popping off last year. Knowing my luck, this is from 2025, and this will just be atrocious because I just said that. Okay, so that's the theme from Avatar movies. I guess that this was just me trying to find some cool sounds. You know what? Just for the fun of it, let's have this all playing. Let's like mix the levels and see what it sounds like all together. I think that preset was the coolest, honestly. Alright, cool. Can't really rate it though because it's just a collection of presets. But let's see what this next one is. I genuinely wonder how long this would take. Because what did I say? How many things I said there were before? There are 3,407 items in this folder. So like 900 of those are folders in of themselves. So I don't know. I mean, it's alright. It's nothing special, really. So that can go in 3, I think. Pretty fair rating. Cool piano. Let's go. Yeah, just really not much to say there, but I did kind of like it, so let's put it in 5. Actually, nah, fuck that. Let's put it in 4. Can't be too kind. Cool lead. Let's see if this lead is cool. That lead was like schizophrenic. I don't even know what to do with that. But yeah, no. Ah shit, it's gonna be looking for a bunch of files that I don't have anymore probably. I can't be bothered to wait, so let's just do the old FO restart. I don't even know, like, sort of what to go to next, really. I guess I'll look at some of the ARP stuff. I just wish, really, in retrospect, that I'd named things a bit smarter, so I don't have to do this, you know? It would be nice if I didn't just name things whatever, but then again, what the fuck do you even name things? I think I made this for in preparation of the video I did on how to do the Avicii pluck. So that's okay. I say that's like a 6, really. Somebody in a Discord was asking me to finish it, but it's not worth finishing because it's like so Avicii inspired. And, you know, it would just be another Avicii ripoff. You know, he even used AI to try and like interpolate what the rest of the track would be like. But like, what's the point of even doing that? It's just like, it's been done to death already. I just have no respect for people who, I don't want to say no respect, but I just think it's a bit of a shame people spending a lot of time doing stuff that eventually just sounds like, you know, Avicii, but not really as good, you know. It's cool to come up with those ideas, but realistically, it's like you never really want to finish them. At least that's like how it is for me. I can only speak for myself. Yeah, again, just like super basic. I'd say that's like a 3 out of 10. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put this in 7, just because I think it might have a bit of potential. If I were to take that main riff and do something with that, that could be good. So I'll just do that and go on to the next ARP thing. I do spend a lot of time doing ARP things. Yeah, that was just not even interesting, so I'll not even rate that. It had sort of a Portal 2 vibe to it, if any of you guys played that game. I mean, it's cool enough. So I guess I'd put that in like maybe 5. I think that's pretty fair. Ass Tech House. Let's just not even bother with that. Atmospheric type beat. I don't know. Don't know if I want that. Autism type beat. Okay, we need to listen to that. I just keep getting sidetracked by some of these names, you know. Honestly, no idea what that's got to do with autism, but you know, it wasn't even like good enough to do anything with. Let's put that in 2, just because it would be 1, but the name is funny. So, oh shit, I have so many folders open now. Hang on. Did anyone give any suggestion about something I can open? Because that would be good, because it means if it didn't turn out to be very good, I could just pin it on them. Avicii piano style-ish. Avicii progression. All right, now we're getting into sort of the stuff I was just talking about. I did have one demo called Sunset, which is like a really like super Avicii kind of thing. I'll try and find that as well. Yeah, again, that was just like not worth doing anything with. Here's the sunset thing that I made once upon a time. I think it was 2023, which is like one of the most Avicii ass sounding things I've ever made. Yeah, I seem to remember it being a bit better. Maybe I did a different version of it or renamed it or something. I also seem to remember doing some project that was called like Sunset Jesus meets City Lights meets whatever, but I can't seem to find it now, which is a bit of a shame, because that was like super. Yeah, Yeah, I found the wave. I found the MP3 for it, so we can at least listen to it. But this is what I meant by like, the Avicii kind of sounding. Yeah, so super Avicii sounding. I think I can probably get the project file because the information in the file said it was recorded on Edison on the 2nd of October 2020. So I just go into projects and go to the 2nd of October 2020. I can find one project here called Piano. So maybe this is it. This, by the way, this is how I find like all the projects. If I have like a MP3 file, I'll just check the date and I'll check whichever FOP is like closest. This looks like it could be it, yeah. Apparently I spent a whole 38 minutes doing this. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Stay With You because of the brum parts. Honestly, guys, this was a good idea, but there's so many projects. So if I am going to continue this, I'll probably need to do it some other time. But let's just do a quick recap on how many projects we managed. So there's one thing in 10, which was the Popping Zan's Underwater type beat. Then there was 9 things in 9, 4 things in 8. 5 things in 7, 3 things in 6, 5 things in 4, so 5, sorry, 6 things in 4, fucking tongue twister here, 5 things in 3, 6 things in 2, and then 2 things in 1. Could you maybe explain sidechain using FLP controller, the one you used in Shame on Me? Fine. It's like I think I've done it a billion, gajillion times. But I will do it one more time, just for you, just because I'm just such a nice guy, you know. Sidechain in FL Studio is really simple. That's all you need to know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Just kidding. I'm gonna try and see if I can. First of all, get FL to cooperate for once. That would be brilliant. Alright, let's just do a speed run. How to sidechain in FL Studio using the Peak controller. So no one should ever need to ask me ever again. Alright, let's say you have a bass line. For this, we will be using Heavy Moog bass. Actually, let's just use Heavy Moog, because fuck you. Alright. Actually, no, fuck that. Let's use Heavy Moog bass. Right, at least I know how that one sounds. Alright. Actually, let's use like Hollow Tube or something. Where are you? And the reason I'm switching it to display capture is because if you just capture the window on OBS, I'm pretty sure that the things that come up don't show up in the stream. So My fucking god. Right, let's say that this is your bass, and then you want to sidechain it. If this is your bass, you'd be better off deleting it, but that's a different conversation. Use a kick, whichever kick you want. Route them both to the mixer track. Select like that, right click, channel routing, boom. Or you could be a nerd and do Shift Control L, which is just too try hard for me. Right, so now we have this absolute banger going on here. Peak controller has to go on the kick. A lot of people think that peak controller goes on the thing you want to have sidechain. It doesn't, so that's that solved. So now I'm gonna mute this for now, so I don't get a brain aneurysm. And so now peak controller is going to be looking at what the kick is doing, and I'm gonna mute the kick for now so that it's more obvious what is happening with the bass. Anyway, so you have a kick and you have peak controller on the kick, so then you want to sidechain this. So I'll right click this, the thing I want to sidechain. I'll press link to controller. It will ask me for internal controller. I'm going to select peak controller peak. Not this one, not that one, this one. And I want it to be inverted. So you click this icon here, press inverted, accept. Now you're not done yet, because there's a few parameters here that actually matter. One of them is called bass. So what I tend to do is I tend to adjust this so that it's basically at unity, or wherever the rest of the tracks are, so that this is the default that it goes back to whenever it's done kicking, right? And then if I have volume here, nothing will happen, obviously. But as I increase volume, it will react to the kick more. Right, okay, dreadful. You can use the tension thing to basically, God, how do you explain that? So it just makes it adhere to the curve a bit more. And decay is basically just like decay. If you want it to bleed out longer than the actual sample is, you could do that. So now it never gets a chance to reset. And if you want the inverse, you do it like that. So for instance, if I'd use like just a little piece of white noise instead of a kick as the trigger, as some people do, you could just do that easily by white noise. There we go. So if I'd use that as a trigger, then this would be much more relevant. So I could use the decay knob to essentially just have it react almost like a kick. You can also use peak controller. It has a whole LFO thing, so if you want something to react according to an LFO within FL Studio, you can do that too. That could also be nice if you want to have like, let's say you just have like some super saws or whatever. Like, let's just make some really standard saws. Right, so if you have that, you could also put a peak controller. In this case, I don't think it matters what track you put on, but you could put a peak controller onto it, and then you could have the volume be dictated by the LFO part of the peak controller. So in that sense, you could like have it like do that, and you could have like speed up. Yeah, pretty much. So that's all there is to know about P controller. So don't ever ask again. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, I'm not kidding. One more thing. Someone wanted me to open random idea _2. So we'll do that. You can see this is still like going on, like it has Parkinson's. Random idea _2. Where are you? Random idea _2. I don't even see that, dude. Well, fucking was made in 2021. So you're telling me it's not even in the list of shit. Right, brilliant. Random idea. I don't even know what that song is. Random ID. I have literally nothing called random ID. So I do have random ARP idea. Maybe that's what you mean. I'll check that, and then we are going to end the stream. Which is like a ad thing that I did. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you'd like to hear any of these ideas shown today be finished. I'd love you guys' input. And yeah, I'm gonna try and stream more. Like I said in the last stream, I have a track called Fading Away. It's not done. So that's good. I'm just trying to get signed. So at the start of this year, I promised 2 releases, and I haven't released anything. But I think I might be able to just cram in 2, just barely. So if you're into that kind of thing, definitely would appreciate the support and so on. And if you like the video, be sure to subscribe.